Feed an AI raw numbers and the math shatters. One input is an 8, another is 85, and the network doesn't see hours or scores. It just sees a big number bullying a small one. Apples to oranges, except the oranges weigh 1,000 pounds. Here's why that happens. Every connection in a neural network is a weight, a belief about the world, and at the start, those beliefs are totally random. The network guesses, compares its guess to reality, and traces the error backward to nudge those beliefs closer to the truth. That's backpropagation. But when the raw numbers are wildly different scales, say 8 hours of sleep against an 85 on a test, that 85 completely hijacks the math. The network disproportionately adjusts its beliefs around the bigger number simply because it's bigger, skewing the whole learning process away from the actual relationship it's supposed to find. The fix is simple. Force everything onto the same scale. Divide every value by its maximum. An 85 out of 100 becomes 0.85. 8 hours out of a 24-hour day becomes 0.33. Now every input lives between 0 and 1, and the network can finally weigh sleep against study on equal footing. Data scaled, it flows into the network. Each connection multiplies it by a weight. Each neuron sums up what comes in. Job done? Not quite. Here's the part almost nobody talks about. If all a network ever does is multiply and add, that's a purely linear operation. And there's a rule in algebra. Chain 1,000,000 linear operations together and they collapse into just one. Y equals 2 times 3 times 4 times x is just y equals 24x. Stack 1,000 hidden layers of pure multiplication and addition, and you still only get to draw one straight line through your data. The real world isn't a straight line. Study 2 hours, your score climbs. Study 14 hours straight, you're exhausted, and it drops. That's a curve, and a network built only on lines can never see it. So at every neuron, right after the sum, we inject a bend, an activation function. The classic one is the sigmoid. It takes any number, no matter how big or small, and squashes it onto a smooth S-shaped curve between 0 and 1. Stack that non-linear bend at every layer, and the network stops being a straight line calculator. It becomes flexible enough to wrap itself around the real world's chaos. Scale the inputs so no number bullies another. Bend the math so it can follow a curve instead of a line. That's how raw numbers stop breaking AI.